Hey guys, it's Mr. Wayt, and this is our lesson plans or our lesson for 1.5.3. We're looking at carbohydrates this time, whereas previously 1.5.2 we were looking at proteins. It's my understanding that possibly last time the video may not have worked, it may not have been made public. I apologize. If you get the chance, even if it's in class, to go back and watch that video first, that would be great. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and pick up here and get going with the carbohydrates. So if you haven't answered those journal questions, go ahead and pause now and answer that. Actually, it's just one question. It's a FRQ and it's pretty straightforward. And I think you'll see the answers to that as we go along here. So let's go ahead and do that. 1.5.3, carbs. First thing it says, carbohydrates are composed of linear chains of sugar monomers connected by covalent bonds. Now, I know on this picture down here, it's going to call it a glycosidic bond. Glyco, it comes from the prefix glucose sugar, and so it's a sugar bond. But what you should know about these is they are covalent bonds. They are this oxygen combining with this carbon over here. And remember, we've talked about hydrogen bonds before, and my definition of hydrogen bond is when it involves phosphorus, oxygen, or nitrogen, P-O or N. I remember phone. And anytime one of those three elements is bound to a hydrogen, that is a hydrogen bond. These are not hydrogen bonds, these are covalent bonds, so they're also sharing electrons when they come together. That answers one part of the FRQ. And let's talk about this really quickly. It says, depending on the type of sugar monomer used, carbohydrate polymer can have a linear or branch structure. So here's a linear structure like this. Examples would be starch or cellulose. A branch structure would be something like glycogen. Hey guys, to answer the second part of the FRQ journal for today, what atoms compose carbohydrates? I hope that you remember it is CHO, CHO, CHON, CHOMP. If I list carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, nucleic acids in that order, CHO, CHO, CHON, CHOMP, carbohydrates are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and hopefully that answers that one right there. That's the end of our quick lecture. Let's talk about lesson plans for today. If I go to ATP Biology, today, guys, I'm throwing one new thing at you. We've just finished our review. It's called Create Concept Maps of Biomolecules. I'm asking you to take one page in your bill, show me a concept map. Sometimes they're called cloud maps or bubble maps. The central theme is probably going to be macromolecules or biological molecules. Off of that, we'll get carbs, proteins. Actually, let's go in order. Carbs, lipids, proteins, nucleic acids, and then off of each one of those, tell me a little, describe each one. What are they made of? And just go into details like that. It's a nice summary of all this material you have right there. If you have that done, guys, we did not do the DNA double helix coloring activity. I do think it's nice, but it's not necessary. So if you finish the concept map, if you haven't already, go ahead and finish the biological important molecules activity. If you're just at a road bump, please ask your neighbor or wait till I get back. I'll be glad to help you, and I should be back on Thursday. It also says continue the properties of water, activity stations. If you haven't finished that, make sure you're finishing the explanation side of that worksheet. Last but not least, there's the notes down here, notes 1.6. It's our final notes for Unit 1. It's about nucleic acids. So if you want to use class time to watch those notes, put them into your bill, that would be a good thing as well. Now, I will not probably have a notes check when I get back. I hope you're keeping up on the notes, but I don't want to surprise anybody like that. But again, my hope is that you are keeping up on those notes. Guys, if you have any questions, make sure that you email me. I'm actually going to check my emails right now, and know that I will look forward to seeing you guys soon, hopefully. Thanks for all your good work.